Today's January 14th, 2019, episode 13 of PlaneSavers. Hey everybody, hope you had a great weekend. It is minus 28 degrees Celsius, which is minus 18 degrees Fahrenheit here in beautiful Yellowknife in front of the Buffalo Airways hangar. Today we got a meaty episode for you. You know, the weekend we had two short videos. Now we got some meat on our bones. Behind me, the Electra's getting ready to do a trip. Yeah, the DC-3 and C-46 are already out flying. I tried to get in and get you guys a DC-3 startup, but they left before I got to work around 8 a.m. So sorry about that. We'll catch that next time. But first off, we got an update from Red Deer, and then huge D-Day news. You know what? I'm just gonna film it as I'm telling my brother and my father about what we found, so you guys can enjoy it too. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and wherever you are in the world, I hope you are a lot warmer than I am. So sit back, enjoy, and stay warm. So as the Electra gets ready here, let's take a quick internet flight over to Red Deer, where Zach and Ronnie are working on our parts machine, DTB, and we're going to get an update from Zach on how they're doing.
Hello everyone, my name is Zach, and that over there is Ronnie, and today we're pulling both engines off this DC-3. Registration is DTB. In a previous video, we pulled both propellers, and off camera, we removed the hoses, cables, and electrical that runs from the airframe to the engines. As well, we removed both exhaust pipes, and we removed the oil tank and oil cooler.
Thank you, Zach, for all the awesome footage. The boys got the engines off, and the most important thing is from the previous episode, we learned all the stuff behind the engine. All that stuff's going on to our new engines, and be ready for Montreal. Okay, from Red Deer back to Yellowknife, I posted a poll question on YouTube asking if you guys would pick the next question to ask Mr. Rod, and this is it. YouTube here asking you some questions, and the winner was, why in theory can a DC-3 airframe last forever?
Why can a DC-3 airframe last forever in theory? Well, it's reproducible and repairable, so its corrosion resistance is phenomenal and its repairability is phenomenal. It's not exotic chemically milled, it's not pressurized cycling. So its fatigue resistance is amazing. All the airplanes of that era, if they don't meet anything hard or something hits them that explodes and you keep them out of a corrosive environment, theoretically why it could last forever is because it's a very maintainable and structurally significant piece of aviation history. I don't know of any part that can't be reproduced. They can be turbinized and lead a new life, but we've not seen any appreciable deterioration to its primary structure in 40, 50 years. Like, I could show you parts that the primer's not even peeled. Well, most modern aircraft are susceptible to high altitude pressure cycles from pressurization and extreme temperatures. You go take off in a modern jet at plus 35 and go right into minus 40 at 36 to 40,000 feet, and that airplane is expanding and contracting repeatedly. Those materials are meant for high speed, high resistance, but they do deteriorate, fatigue cracks. Basically, the pressurized vessel has a life limit, and all modern engineering gives them life limits. The DC-3 unpressurized at 10,000 feet it's better off in flight than it is sitting on the ground. Well, the DC-3 in its original design, probably they were looking to build the largest transport aircraft ever. The war broke out, as I understand, and they got the military contract. So, with that being said, there was no computers. It was all hand-drawn engineering, and aviation was relatively young. So they just did the best they can. They already knew what materials to have, and I think that some of that engineering is lost, like the real-life engineering where your testing comes from flight instead of a computer model. They didn't think it was ever going to last that long. I mean, I don't know what its life expectancy was, but I know so many people have told Dad and me, you know, why are you still flying the DC-3? Don't you know there's new airplanes? And it's kind of sad, but a lot of those people are long dead, and the airplane's still here, so it's a testament to the airplane's longevity.
So yeah, DC-3s are so old, they're not even in the scrapyard anymore. Like, these modern jets from the late 90s are now in the boneyard.
Yes.
So,
And I mean, that's all. The reason why modern jets are basically like modern vehicles, like, they're just throwaway. Like, what business is it to make an airplane that lasts 50 years? It's not very good business. It's not very good business to do like a wars type stuff where you build an airplane and you got to build 1,000 of each part to support the airplane, because those parts have to be throughout the world. You can't carry them on the airplane. So all the bases throughout the world and all the airlines throughout the world had huge inventories of DC-3 parts. Do you think a modern aircraft builder wants to let you get parts for free? Do you think they want the airplane to last forever? No. So they put life limits. It's like, to me, it's just built-in obsolescence. And that's why the aviation industry basically progresses as fast as it does. The technology needs to come from somewhere, and somebody's got to pay for that.
just sum it up in one paragraph, very simple. Why can a DC-3 airframe last forever?
The DC-3 airplane could last forever, essentially because of the people that care to make it last forever.
I hope you guys liked that segment. Ask Mr. Rod. We'll do another one in the next couple days. But for now, I wanted to get my brother and my father into the same room. So I told them I was going to show them the eBay update. But really, I did have an extra surprise for them. And here, I'm going to load up what it says here.
$1,205. That's worth more than anything I own hanging on the walls. I better put this thing in plastic.
Okay, yesterday we found out a secret. One of our DC-3s that we've had for a long time has been a D-Day veteran this whole time. Serial number 13028, CFROD, was KG454, and on June 5th, 1944, at 22:49, flown by Wing Commander Booth, led a wave of 6 other C-47s towing the Horsa gliders to landing zone Z near Verville. ROD led a wave in D-Day.
What?
Yeah, so not only did we have WZS, DTD, but ROD led a wave of gliders with the Wing Commander, one of the first airplanes in D-Day, sitting in the backyard in Red Deer. December 31st, 2018, and actually behind me we got our RAF DC-3. This is a C-47, actually never been converted to a DC-3. And there she was in the backyard the whole time.
Load 20 paratroopers, 7 jeeps, 4 trailers, 2 6-pounder guns, and 4 motorcycles.
So 6-pounder guns, those are the big guns.
Well, the challenge to you now is find us a glider. I got part of the tail section of a glider, but I don't have the glider.
What's this say? Horse of
Yeah, that's the Horsa. That's what the name of the glider.
Yeah.
Like it's the 271 squadron. It was the main machine, and it's behind.
Lancaster tail wheel on the nose. It's probably worth more than the glider.
So I think there's only 3 gliders in existence surviving. But here's the crazy thing: it was hidden. Benoit found it out yesterday, and I got him to do the research and double check everything. And not only do we have WZS, we now have ROD and DTD. ROD might be the only flying real C-47.
They've been converted.
Oh, it is. It is without a doubt the only legit C-47. Unconverted.
Yeah, it's still got its 4-man crew. It's still got a navigator station, a radio operator station, 2 pilots. It's still got the Morse code keys in it, drift meters. It's got all the authentic stuff left over from. It's also got the kill switches to destroy the transponders if you go down. Dynamite switches on the dash.
So that's insane. Like, this is a huge development. Thank you for Benoit for finding that. This is huge. Like, the wing commander was on board. We're going to do some more research. Next time we go to Red Deer, maybe we can get Zach to do some filming for us with Ronnie. This is huge. This is a huge discovery in the D-Day story, and it was hidden in the backyard of Buffalo Airways since you bought the airplane in 1980.
79, 80, yeah.
Yeah, it's there and it's complete. This it's a C-47 is never being converted to a DC-3. Yeah, it's locked in history. It hasn't been touched since the 1980s, and so pretty cool. Pretty cool. The history you can find in your backyard, which adds to the whole thing. Do we get all 3 airplanes flying on D-Day?
You find 3 places where Christ was crucified.
Who knows? That's a huge challenge. You never know. But yeah, we have 3 D-Day birds now, more than anyone else in the world. So pretty thankful. And the 2 of them are very easy. We just had to look in a book. One of them is going to be very hard. That's the one in Montreal. And yeah, pretty cool.
My old Bible, the Douglas DC-3 and predecessor, it gives the information on all Douglas has ever built. And here are the notes I kept over the years.
There it is.
13028. Okay, KGs in military and RAF. It was 545 RAF Montreal, UK squadron in May of 40. Just a month before D-Day.
We had it the entire time. We had the KG number, but to actually go look into the files and see if it flew. And because this airplane was not in use, it's basically a museum piece, no one thought to look it up. And yeah, so there we go.
What do I think about another D-Day airplane?
Yeah.
I don't know. Very good glider.
I think I know where there is one.
Well, folks, thank you for getting to the end of the video, and for you hardcore Ice Pals fans, I have a little surprise for you. So, folks, look who I found.
What do you mean, who you found? I've been here the whole time, Mikey. What do you need to know?
Are you going to be on episode PlaneSavers?
Yeah, I'll be on the next one, so everybody can figure all that out. I'll be there next. Just getting over a cold.